recording any of that?
No.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
You know what? I say thank Christ.
But what about the Bon Jovi? That would have been a perfect intro.
It would have been really good. But here's the thing. I think enough people have heard us sing enough songs.
Sing, air quotes sing. I agree.
For one lifetime.
That's true. That's very true. Too many, in fact.
Welcome to Bitter Coffee. My name is Kelly Coffee.
And I'm Darek Fanton.
Are you getting a little bit of an echo?
I'm getting it's a little distant for some reason today. And literally nothing has changed in our incredibly overcomplicated audio setup. But
Nothing.
Yeah, there's just a little bit of a hum. Might be the fan. Who knows?
You want to turn the fan off?
No,
I can
we
turn
need
the
a little
fan
breeze. No, it's good. It's fine. Everyone, if there's a little bit of a hum or an echo, fucking mind your business, okay?
Seriously. You know what? If you could do it better, go right ahead.
We are an amateur operation here in everything that we do, both life and podcast, and we're trying our best, okay?
Life is not easy for anyone right now.
Exactly. Things are tough. So tough. Sorry, there was a little bit of a Bon Jovi thing before.
Darek and I sang a Bon Jovi song. I'm going to say we did a duet.
We did, yes, we did, and we did a fantastic job, but it was not recorded, so you didn't get to hear it. But trust us that it was beautiful.
It really was.
Beautiful.
It was quite a moment.
Beautiful Jovi.
I'm going to allow you, Jesus Christ. I'm going to welcome you, invite you to use one of your favorite words.
Oh, yes. Oh, fantastic.
So today is...
Yep.
Go ahead, Darek.
The penultimate episode here in the studio. The penultimate live episode of Bitter Coffee. Likely. Who knows? Things can change. But this is probably...
Well, I mean, I still have to move.
Well, you have to move. That's happening. That's happening. But in terms of us getting back together one more time, that's almost certainly going to happen. But then who knows? Maybe we'll get together more than once. But likely the penultimate episode. Yeah, God, penultimate. Such a great word. But yeah, here we are. We are counting down the days at this point to y'all
27 days
exit in the state. Oof. Do you have a paper chain going that you can take a ring off every time? No? It's a shame. We should work on that.
I really don't care that much.
Another question. Have you packed anything?
Like physically?
Yes. Yeah, like physically.
I mean, I think the word packing is such a fluid term that I can't allow myself to just have it to be defined by, this one specific thing.
I appreciate that the very binary action of packing. You're like, what is packing really? It's all up here. It's all in your mind. You know exactly
up here in the noodle.
Where everything is gonna go, though it has not gone there yet.
No,
Good.
I mean, I think the excuse that I've been using for the past 2 months, I don't want to live among boxes.
No, what? No, you not some ragamuffin.
No.
Who wants to be dodging boxes in your space all the time?
Oh, almost threw up.
Be careful. Be careful. Careful. That's the that's the guilt.
Too much Diet Pepsi. That's the guilt.
That's the guilt riding up in a acid reflux way.
I mean, yeah, there's no way around it. There's nothing. I have nothing to offer.
Well, you've got a bum hand, you know? I mean, that can't be ignored. That's certainly something. You're a very busy person. You're trying to deal with school still.
Speaking of which, and maybe you could relay this to our listeners.
Yep. So Kelly is now...
Here's my good thumb.
Yep.
And showing, the good hand.
Yep. Okay, great. She's bending the good thumb towards her palm. Okay. Wow, that's good. Yeah.
I'm pretty flexible.
Pretty flexible in the thumb. Pretty flexible thumb. Oh, boy. And with the other hand, she's sort of making like a half... puppet.
Yep.
Not
it's
in all the way.
Puppet.
It's like a puppet whose jaw is broken because they can't fully close it. Yeah.
You want to do this face?
Yeah.
Can't do it.
She's really focusing like a T-Rex trying to touch its nose.
So
really trying, but not happening.
That's where I am right now.
Well, you know, again, that's why things aren't packed here. I understand and relate and sympathize.
I mean, I work... I'm not going to say I work better when I set deadlines for myself and put a lot of pressure on myself. I'm sure that's probably not sustainable. However, I've been doing it for decades. And here we are.
We still got a podcast. That's been working out just fine.
I don't know. I mean, but, I thought about it the other day, one thing I'm concerned with is everybody here in Vermont, super friendly.
Mm-hmm, yep.
Like, I would even say that I have moments where I appear friendly.
Even I, of all people, from time to time, seem pleasant. Uh-huh.
I'm worried about not getting that same type of rapport with strangers. Like,
sure.
Which is also a good thing.
Yeah.
Because then when I'm not going to ask people how they are anymore. I don't care. New Hampshire.
You don't feel obligated.
Kelly Coffee does not care.
You're on notice, New Hampshire. Right. Kelly Coffee does not give a fuck.
Nope. And anybody that is involved in my MSW program, that might mean other stuff.
Prepare yourself.
Hang on, everybody. But I had an interaction a couple of days ago. Doesn't matter when.
Okay.
So I like to sometimes do just random things for people.
Yep. I know this about you.
You know this.
Yep.
Won't go into detail, but I've been known to do some pretty random shit.
And it's wonderful. It's great.
So I'm leaving Price Chopper the other day.
Sure.
It's early, super early in the morning.
Yep.
And
best time to be a Choppa Choppa.
It's the best time to be a Choppa Choppa. And I see in the parking lot a wallet.
Oh.
Now, my biggest fears are drowning, clowns, fire, losing my wallet.
Sure.
In that order.
Ask me on a day, maybe clowns and wallets swap.
Maybe.
But generally speaking, that's the order. Okay.
I mean, bring me to a circus when I'm spending money, and Jesus Christ. Anyway,
if you can't tell, Kelly and I are a little bit hopped up today.
Little bit.
Kelly has the Pepsi excuse. I'm just high on life. I don't know what my deal is, but I am full of it. Okay, so you see a wallet.
I see a wallet, so I walk over. And I see that it's, it's got like a driver's license in it and credit cards and stuff.
Like a wallet?
I did check to see if there was cash, just because. So I have two choices. I can bring the wallet back to the folks that work at Choppa Choppa.
Sure, yep.
But the chances of that going smoothly slim to none.
As someone who was an original employee at the St. Albans Price Chopper here in Vermont back in the day, not to brag.
Flex.
Yeah, weird flex, but okay.
He's a celebrity.
I can say if someone walked in and was like, I found this wallet in the parking lot, the chances of the reaction being, yeah, are pretty high.
In my head, I was like, what the fuck you want me to do?
Yeah, exactly.
Good for you, old lady.
Why is this my problem?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so that was option one.
I picked up the wallet, and there's somebody in the parking lot, like, picking up shopping carts. Ma'am, and I just ignore it, and I drive away. Because that's not going to end well either.
Don't need somebody mamming you. No, thank you.
Especially that early in the morning. Jesus Christ.
It wasn't their wallet, I'm hoping.
No.
They were like, ma'am, that was my... You're out of there. Kind citizen steals wallet from cart employee.
I look at the license, and I was like, oh, this is like 2 miles from
Nearby-ish, okay.
It's right down the street on the actual street that a friend of mine lives on.
Perfect. Okay.
So I know where I'm going.
Yeah.
Get there, ring the doorbell. I wait maybe a minute or two.
No, you're already above and beyond. Like, I would have gone into the store, definitely made that someone else's problem, and gone home.
Well, here's another option. I just could have left it.
You also could have just been like, picked it up, checked for cash, seen none, put it back down.
Karmically, that would have come back to me, and a clown would have stolen my wallet. So I So I ring the doorbell. I wait like a minute. Like, as I'm walking away, somebody opens the door. Can I help you?
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God.
I'm like, all right. Hi.
Yeah.
I found your wallet, and hand it to him. What do you mean? All right. Here we go.
Kelly has thrown the pencil she was holding in anger and frustration and disbelief. What do you mean? Do I need to diagram that sentence for you? Right. I found your wallet.
Yeah.
Here you go. Like,
what do you mean? I said,
end of story.
I was leaving Price Chopper. Price Chopay. And I saw your wallet in the parking lot and figured I would just drive it over.
Yeah.
Well, I've never lost my wallet before. Oh, okay. Yeah, here I am.
Well, this is a first for both of us then.
Right.
Wow.
And you know what he does?
Gratitude.
He looks in the wallet to make sure the cash is there. And you know what he says? Okay, do you need anything else?
I'm glad that I could take care of Hannaford's new random person finds my wallet service. Thanks for coming by. Get the fuck off my property.
So you know what I say? Nope. And I walk away, and as I'm getting in the car, of course I have to add, "You ungrateful twat." Because I can't just leave it alone.
You know, based on your attitude, I'd like to take back this kindness.
Yep.
I'm going to bring this back to the Price Dropper parking lot. Y'all have a good day.
I should have just thrown it in the street. Give me that back.
You need anything else? Yeah, you have a little goddamn gratitude. How about that?
He was pissed off.
How dare you,
I've never lost my wallet. Well, guess what, pal? Guess what, Sarge?
Well, it's happened now. Mm-hmm. Guess what? It's happened twice. You grab it, you take off.
Exactly.
Now you've lost it twice. How about that? You C-word.
Might have run over his lawn a little bit on my exit from his driveway.
Wow. No good deed goes unpunished, Kelly.
Nothing.
Congratulations for making an enemy for bringing their wallet back to him.
He was pissed.
I have been trying to lose this wallet for 2 goddamn years.
And you do-gooder.
You goddamn do-gooders and your stupid fucking dog.
So this is what I'm going to do moving forward. I have stopped, because I did this when I first moved to Vermont, because I thought this is what people did.
Sure.
When somebody has like a headlight out or like a brake light, you let them know.
Yeah, you let them know.
Not anymore. The last time...
Give them a little flasheroo with the lights, right? Yeah.
Or just, you do the imaginary, like, roll down your window.
Yeah, and then you point, and then you're like, at light, yeah. Uh-huh.
Some people were very thankful.
Yeah.
One guy said, "Why don't you shut the fuck up?"
Oh, my God. I love that this is spawned out of the people in Vermont are so nice. I don't know if I'm going to have the same rapport. I bet you will have very similar rapport.
I don't care. I don't care anymore. Brake lights are out. I couldn't give a shit less. Lost your wallet? Oh, well. Sucks to be you.
Everyone, you're on notice. You're on your fucking own. All right? Kelly
you don't
is
have Kelly Coffee to
out.
push around anymore.
Jesus. Sounds like it's about time to you to get the fuck out of this
Buy
state.
your own goddamn dinner at a diner.
You should have, when you handed it to him, do you need anything else? You should just put your hand out like a bellboy and just like waited and just like looked in your hand a couple times, back at him, back at your hand.
No, because the door was beige. It was shut in my face.
I'm going to turn the sprinklers on in a minute if you're not off my property.
You're a sprinkler. I would have had nothing. So that was my kind deed that went unrewarded.
I'm sorry that you, just as an FYI to anyone listening, this is the kind of shit that makes us all worse. This is the kind of thing that nice people just get shit on, and then you're like, well, forget it then. I guess
I'm not doing
I'm out.
anymore.
I'm out of the nice loop. No. Forget it. It's
Start
not worth
helping
it.
yourselves. Coffee out.
Mic drop. Wallet drop.
Wallet drop. Angry wallet drop.
So, related to that, have you seen any of the things on the internet about how out of control captions have gotten on shows? You said angry wallet drop. There's been a lot of talk about the fact that more and more people are watching shows with closed captioning.
Why?
I don't honestly know, but now I also do that from time to time. I blame it on having a loud toddler. So if we want to know what's happening on the show, we need the captions because we can't actually hear it.
Okay.
But there's been a lot of talk about specifically Stranger Things and the captions on that show, which are often things like flesh descending wetly. It's because it's not just what people are saying. They describes what is happening in the scene.
Right.
So it's tentacles wriggling loudly. It's things like that. The flesh descending wetly has been the most
This is why I don't
common.
watch Stranger Things.
That reason right there is
right
enough.
there.
Yeah, the new season of Stranger Things is actually pretty good. I would recommend it. I was going to ask you today what your situation was with shows right now. I know you got a lot going on, so I don't know how much talking TV you're going to be able to do.
There's always time for TV.
Okay, so
right?
So Stranger Things is big in our household. This is, by the way, how we're watching Stranger Things.
With closed captioning.
Well, one with closed captioning, yes.
In silence.
As most of you are probably aware, we have a toddler. And the way that Hannah and I are watching Stranger Things, first of all, the 4th season has been out for weeks, months, I don't know, a long time.
I think it came out in June.
Yeah, June. And so we are like 7 episodes in.
Maybe it was May.
Yeah, it
Doesn't
probably
matter.
It was a long time ago.
Just tell me to shut up.
Listen, you love a timeline, okay? And I respect it. So how the only time Hannah and I have to watch the show is when Gwen has already eaten dinner. Mm-hmm. And she is now watching her post-dinner show on the big TV in the living room.
Okay.
While Hannah and I silently huddle around our own food with the iPad propped up on the dining room table, watching Stranger Things very quietly so that Gwen is not disturbed by her show 10 feet away in the living room.
It's like you're living with Diana Ross.
There is a high diva level at the Fenton household these days. So that's how we're watching Stranger Things. And it'll be like, we'll get through like 20 minutes in a given session, dinner session. And so we've literally taken weeks and weeks to watch 6 or 7 episodes of the show. It's been ridiculous. But anyway, watching that, which is good, better than the previous seasons have been.
I watched the first season.
Yeah, that you and a lot of people, I think, watched the first season, watched like 1 episode of the second, and we're like, peace out.
Fine.
Yeah, it's fine. You're not missing a whole lot. I will say though, 4th season so far better than 2 and 3. Pretty handily. So if you're interested in getting back into it, would recommend.
No, I'm just going to trust that it's enjoyable for you.
Be happy for you from a distance.
I started watching Industry.
Industry. I've heard about Industry. I've not watched it
I'm going to break this down.
All right, I'm ready.
It's basically, from what I can gather, it's like softcore porn.
That's like every show.
With a fairly decent storyline.
Okay. Oh, hey. I mean, that's a combination a lot of people could get behind.
Sex? I'm like, so wait, is it a show about people that work in finance that bang?
Or people who bang and
happen to work in finance?
And are
I can't figure it out.
I'm an accountant.
Can't figure it out.
It sounds like it was spawned by TikTok. There's a whole meme about having an OnlyFans and being an accountant. Have you heard about that?
Maybe that's it.
Maybe that's it. Somebody was like, that sounds like a pilot.
I don't understand any of the financial terms.
No. How about the banging? Do you understand?
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward.
Good. Okay, got it. Good. Yeah. Good.
Yeah, there's really nothing that I've come across so far. It's
like a mystery.
And I'm like, what? You know what I mean?
Is that an arm? A leg? Wait
a minute. Is that? Yeah. So, I guess I'm finding it entertaining.
Sure.
But yeah, I don't know.
Most shows are just softcore porn. And then an attempt at a storyline at varying levels of storyline. So it's nice to hear that Industry is at least actually has a compelling storyline as well as lots of banging.
It's shot very beautifully.
Well, that's nice too.
I like that.
Good lighting, good cinematography. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I read an article the other day about the lighting in Netflix original series and films.
That sounds like a very nerdy article that I'd be very interested to read.
I think it was in the Nerdist. Believe it or not.
I love Nerdist. Yeah.
And
Great publication.
It was how people can look at a film or a series and say, oh, that's from Netflix.
That's cool.
So now I have to
light branding. That's very cool.
It's like there's like color saturation, yet it's very dark.
Right.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that with
Interesting.
all this spare time that I have in between packing boxes. Love you, Michelle.
In between thinking about packing stuff.
I'm going to say I've been more tired than I have been in a long time. Mm-hmm. New semester.
Sure.
It's 3 classes. Feels like 11.
Yeah. 3 classes
really
for an adult person. That's a lot.
How this is going to happen.
What am
wrapping
I
up my internship. But an odd thing happened recently.
Okay.
And it really explains a lot about the previous dates.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So I was having breakfast with Michelle, and as I do every morning, sometimes I take my gummy vitamins. Okay, I want to talk later about how everything's made of gummies now. But
it's like, is it cake, but is it gummies?
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
So I usually take my gummies. Sometimes I forget, so I grabbed a couple of Michelle's. I did this for a couple of days just because I'm really fucking lazy sometimes.
But you're just grabbing gummy pills off the shelf and like, whatever, throw them back.
Taking my vitamins, doing with, trying to maintain a healthy lifestyle.
Right? Yeah. Trying to be an adult and with
Michelle
my gummy vitamins.
She's like, what are you doing? And I said, I'm taking vitamins. She goes, yeah, that's melatonin. So for 3 or 4 mornings, like an hour or two into my day.
You've been...
As I'm like washing them back with, a couple sips of coffee.
You've been secretly drugging yourself.
There was one day I was sitting in an office at my internship, and I said out loud, I could take a goddamn nap right now on this floor.
I am exhausted.
There was nobody around.
No.
I
just to yourself.
Just needed to name it.
Yeah. Put it out in the universe and maybe it'll go away.
So.
Oh my gosh. Just surprisingly and unsuspectingly taking melatonin in the mornings.
Yeah.
Well,
nice way to start my day.
There's some therapeutic treatment, I'm sure, that recommends that. So.
I think I was calmer than I had been in previous weeks.
Chiller.
Years or decades.
And you're very sensitive to stuff too. So like,
oh my God,
I bet it went right to you. Like,
somebody could like walk by me in a hallway and say the word Klonopin and I'm passed out. Right there in the hallway. Yeah, I have a very low tolerance for like pills, which is great.
Which is good in
because
general.
if I went the other route, you know what I mean? Like maybe you and I wouldn't be sitting here right now.
Gotta down a bottle to get anywhere. Yeah.
So, and I'm trying to end my internship on, I don't want to say a high note because that sounds stupid, but like I want to remain consistent. Sure. I don't want to be one of those people like you just kind of like
phoning it in.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Yep.
But sedating myself prior to starting my days, making that
maybe it was just an experiment. Maybe it was just a behavioral experiment you were doing unsuspectedly, subconscious behavioral experiment about drugging yourself to sleep. What's going to happen?
They're not going to remember like the last 8.5 months of work.
Right.
Oh, you remember Kelly Coffey? Is she the one that was sleeping in the office all the time? That like wasn't even her office. Mm-hmm.
Is that the snoozy one?
Right.
Yeah. Called her Snoozy Susie. Is that the one? She was
like really kind of high strung, and then last couple of weeks just kind of like real like just
full mellow,
super mellow and quiet.
Melatonin, that's for sure.
Quiet. And I'm starting to realize now that like I have to say goodbye to people soon.
Yeah, you are literally leaving the state.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm a little bit worried about it.
Well.
But this gives me a great opportunity. Hey, do you want to get together for dinner? Nope. I live in another state.
Ooh, built-in excuse. Can't.
Yep.
Can't
Freeze
do
up
it.
the calendar.
Don't live nearby.
Freeze up my cancel calendar.
Oh, God, let's see. What do I have to cancel next week? I've got this dinner. I've got this concert thing we were supposed to do. Definitely need to get out of that. A dentist appointment I need to cancel.
7:30 p.m. on a Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. That's good to have a built-in excuse, though, to not have to go do anything.
You know what a great excuse is for canceling plans?
Sure. What?
What's your go-to excuse?
My go-to excuse, I gotta say...
This is very foot in a bear trap for both of us.
We gotta be careful here. Because people we know listen to this podcast. I mean, the go-to excuse I usually have is actually true almost every time, which is that there's something Gwen-related that I can't get out of or that she needs or something. So usually there's a toddler element to any excuse that I'm putting forward.
If you and I cancel, you know what I say? Either I don't feel well, which is true, or I just I don't feel like it.
Well, that's the thing about you and I
don't feel
is that
like
for
it.
each other, we
know
can
what?
literally just be like, I know we're supposed to podcast Saturday. I don't want to.
Yeah. What would happen if I didn't feel like it? Then it wouldn't happen.
Then we wouldn't do it.
Okay.
If you're out there trying to figure out, do I have a great friendship? Have no excuse to cancel plans and see what happens.
So like, I was in the Swiss Alps. And this goddamn injury just flared back up again.
Got a flat tire. You don't have a car. I made a flat tire on someone else's car and I'm in prison. Okay, well, that'll do. But
there was someone recently, well, like last summer.
Okay.
Whatever. In the past 5 years.
in memory.
Their excuse for not meeting a bunch of us are going out to dinner.
Yep.
When I say a bunch, it's like 3.
That's a bunch.
That's a bunch.
More than 2. It's not a couple, it's a bunch.
And their reason, I don't want to say it's an excuse.
Okay.
Their reason was they got a flat tire and they were wearing white pants. However, this all occurred the previous day. So I'm like, what's the turnaround time on tire changing pants?
And new pants.
Right.
Yeah. I can't make it today Yesterday, I got a flat tire and was wearing my... So it was like a mental trauma that they were trying to get over?
I don't know.
Is that why they couldn't make it that next day?
My response? Thumbs up.
10-4, cool. Good buddy. Did you see him like 3 months later? Like, are your pants okay?
I haven't seen him since. Nope.
Still trying to get over the white pants tire change situation.
Yeah.
You got to give them time.
It's a process.
Got to give them their own. We all get over trauma in our own way.
So I started thinking recently, it was a conversation I had with someone, and I will not say where.
Okay.
But all the places I go.
Process of elimination.
And we were talking about...
Was it Doggy Styles? Was it the grocery store?
Was it Little City Cycles?
Was it Little City Cycles? About it.
We were talking about... I don't even know how we got on the subject.
Okay.
But somebody was in the process of making plans with another friend to meet for dinner, drinks, or whatever.
Yep.
And their response was, "Oh yeah, I can't make it that night. I'm hosting an orgy."
That's a great one.
There's no coming back from that.
A great one. No coming back?
Hello.
From an orgy? Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah. I'm hosting an orgy.
So in response to that, the only thing I would probably do, just end the call.
Yeah, no, just a boop, and we're done here.
Not going into a tunnel.
You're calling me from your phone. No, there's a tunnel.
No.
There's a landline. I understand. No, tunnel. Sorry,
tunnels.
can't do it.
Yeah.
So not
ironclad excuse.
I got an orgy to get to, and I cannot cancel that again.
No.
I cannot. The orgy group is not going to be happy if I don't make it
I always thought maybe it's just, the freewheeling carefree gal that I am. I didn't know that orgies were scheduled. I thought they just kind of happened.
Listen,
right?
Adults
I come from a different
have a lot
time.
going on, and if you want to have a successful orgy, you can't have like a 50% call out rate.
Can't just slap it together.
No, you can't. Yeah. You gotta really plan these things.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta rent the Airbnb. Mm-hmm. You gotta order
COVID
supplies.
Testing.
You got COVID testing these
supplies.
days. Totally. Yep.
There's sex supplies.
Yep. You gotta make sure good stuff is open the day before.
Yep.
You gotta make sure that you've got all of your various. There's a lot. I don't want to speak out of turn. There's just a lot that goes into it.
I didn't realize there was so much that went into orgy planning.
Okay. Stop. There's so much that goes into an orgy. So the other piece I want to hit on here about this hosting, because that opens up a whole other section of questions.
Yep.
Not just I got an orgy Thursday, can't make it to dinner. Mm-hmm. It's like I'm hosting an orgy. It would almost be like, listen, you can't push off the orgy like another week, but when you're hosting, hosting. Like people are depending on you.
Yeah.
And you can't back out of that.
People
Where
have
else are they going to go?
Their schedules.
Right. Yes.
To come to your orgy.
Their schedules, their values. Like, people have a lot on the line here.
Mm-hmm. I thought, I don't know, I live in a world where I just thought they happen more organically.
In a world where orgies happen whenever they damn well please. 2 people could never make it to dinner because they were having group sex. I gotta say, if you want zero objection to an excuse for not doing something, hosting an orgy gotta be top 2, top 4 at least excuses. Whoo, goodness.
If you were, let's just say, if you were to schedule an orgy, what would you write it on your calendar as?
Porgy.
You would?
I would write it as porgy.
Okay.
Sort of like a British rhyming slang type of situation. Got a porgy happening on Thursday.
Okay.
Just, so I'd know what it was, but not necessarily everyone else would. What do you have a thought?
Yeah, of course.
What would it be for you on your calendar?
Potluck.
More like potlick. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're on fire today, Phantom. But like, okay, so here's a question.
Look, everybody brings something.
Say I'm hosting an orgy.
Everybody's got to eat.
Let's just say.
Okay, let's say you're hosting an orgy. All right, got it.
Is it Grubhub? Is it a DoorDash? Is it an actual potluck? Do you bring stuff? You know what I mean? And like, what's the cutoff? Like, what's the, pardon the term, head count? Right? How do you say like, no? I mean, do I base my new friendships in New Hampshire? So now I base friendships on if I see somebody like walking down the street, because all that street walking that I do. If I see someone in public, if I see them, do I hide in like run and hide in the opposite direction?
Sure. Yep.
Like that's all I do.
Right. Or very opposite, invite them to an orgy? Is that what we're...
No, not yet.
All right.
Yet.
We're gonna... That's not how you want to fire into the neighborhood.
To them for 5 minutes.
I see. Okay. Got it.
That's my barometer.
Yep.
Whether or not I want to talk to anyone.
Gotcha. Could I speak with that person for 5 minutes?
Yeah. Could I hold a conversation without screaming or crying or looking for a bridge that I could jump off?
Right.
For 5 minutes.
Well, again, like the idea that you're not going to have to beg out of stuff with people at least right away.
Nope.
In your new locale. Oh, I love the idea that you could just be like, I don't live here anymore. Can't make it.
Yeah, sorry, can't do that. And I changed my phone number.
Oh, right. That's true.
So there's a lot of people that are
literally can't get a hold of you now. Mm-hmm. That's great.
I had somebody email me the other day and said, hey, did you change your number? I just didn't respond. I think my silence speaks for itself. Nope.
Have you been able to get a hold of me? Well, I think you know the answer to your question then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I wanted to change my number to a 603 number.
Yeah.
Wanted to be all in.
Mm-hmm. You got to really own the new state. Yep.
I was getting a ton of robocalls.
To the new number or the old number?
The old number.
Oh, God, I'm sure,
a ton.
Because you've had that number for a while.
I've had that number for a while.
Yeah.
It was time to let it go.
Oh, God. The robocall situation.
I mean, I would say upwards of 20 calls a day.
Yeah.
And half of them were like student loan things. Like, we just need your date of birth and your social.
Yeah, heads
up. We
up.
can wipe out your student debt. I was like, wait, hang on. Okay, I'll play.
Okay. I mean, I'm interested.
I will string them along for like 10 minutes at a time.
God.
Mm-hmm. It's my new hobby.
I want to say to everybody right now, if you ever call me and I say hello and you don't begin speaking right away, you're getting hung up on.
Yeah.
Because that's how you know it's a robocall, and you say hello and there's nothing. And then you go, hello. And hello, I'm calling from Amazon. There is a packet. And you're like, for fuck's sake.
I had the IRS call me recently. Apparently, I'm in a lot of trouble with Homeland Security.
Oh, well, it's all the orgies, Kelly.
Oh my God, so many orgies. So little time.
Make that t-shirt. When's that Bird of Coffee merch coming out?
It's coming out.
So many orgies, so little time. If that's not the fucking show title, we're going to have words, Kelly.
All right, I got to write that down. So many orgies.
So little
That's IES, the plural. What's the plural of orgy?
Oh, I don't believe it's orgi. So, orgies. I believe it's,
ORGIES, orgies.
That seems right to me.
Okay.
That seems right to me.
I don't want to Google it.
No,
you know what?
That's wise.
There's no coming back from that. There's no turning back. There's nothing. Yeah. What else do you want to talk about?
How do we pivot? How do we pivot? From orgies to anything? Got a ton of great feedback.
I think that's the question that we've all been asking ourselves, right? That's the philosophical conundrum.
New on HBO Max, orgies to anything. How do you pivot? Yeah, so we got a lot of great I got a lot of great feedback on the last episode with Tim.
Oh yeah. Everybody loves Tim.
People love Tim.
You know what's a big hit in my office now?
What's that?
I don't want to get into all that. And accidentally / on purpose. I was in a meeting and we had, I don't know, it was like a minute before the meeting started. And somebody said, and this was on like Tuesday, because I released the episode on Monday. On Tuesday, people were amped. People were super excited about that episode.
Yeah.
And somebody said, oh, this meeting's going to start right at 1:00.
Yeah.
Me? And, I'm just the goddamn intern. You know what I say? Shop. Without even thinking about it.
Yeah.
We all just channeled the Chang constantly.
Shut up. It's great. I love that. I love that so much. Yeah, Tim actually, in response to the cookie the cereal segment on the last episode, sent Kelly and I yesterday a photo. Not sure where he is. Not sure what he's doing. Didn't care. Didn't matter. He just sent a picture of candles, and one of the candles was Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and the other one was a gorgeous blown up shot of Lucky Charms. It was a big Lucky Charms candle.
You know what? I have 2 words. Housewarming gift.
Yes, indeed. That's true. That is true. You got a new place you're going to be moving into. Yeah, Tim, if you didn't pick one of those up, we're going to be disappointed, man.
Doesn't it seem predatory, though? The three of us talked about it yesterday.
It's a little weird.
And you said, well, way to set the mood.
Yeah, I said, if that's not a mood setter, I don't know what is.
You know what my response was out loud? For what? But I figured if I asked Kelly, that in the chat.
For breakfast, get your head out of the orgy gutter, for Christ's sake. For breakfast. Yeah.
Do you send an Evite for orgies? Like, what do you do?
Is there like a The Knot website for like weddings where you set up like an orgy?
And is it just like you're out like to dinner or having drinks with friends and you're like...
So get back to us about what the Evite platform for orgy organization is.
I'm sorry. I pivoted back to orgies, as one does. I'm sorry.
Once you go orgy, you never go back, I understand. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
God. Yeah, so that's it. Tim, we can't wait to have you on again at some point. We've been talking about maybe doing like a quarterly in studio Tim Kelly Darek situation at the new crib.
I would love that
because you and Tim are going to be way closer together to each other.
Pretty much just neighbors.
They're going to just be besties going forward. So so we may look into that. We may do that.
That would be fantastic.
Tim has been kind enough to do some
6-hour show, like a goddamn Jerry Lewis marathon,
3-parter every time we get together. Just break it up,
and then like a cliffhanger.
Yeah. Listen, I don't want to tune in next time when Kelly, Darek, and Tim figure out what they don't want to get into.
I need to confess something to you and Tim.
Okay.
I've called Ron's Automotive a few times. I haven't.
Have you gotten through?
No.
Oh, damn it. You know he hates that fucking phone.
Goddamn phone.
Hey, Ron, Kelly, you don't know me, but I know you, sir, and I just wanted to chat. What do you need? No, I don't need anything.
My car is 9 years old and has 58,000 miles on it because I don't go anywhere.
I just wanted to hear your voice, Ron. Just wanted to hear your voice.
Just want to put a dream with the face with the name.
Shout out Ron's Automotive.
Seriously?
Thanks for sponsoring the show, man. Oh, God. Anything else? You got anything else? I mean, this is a shorter episode, but, I feel like it's action.
I sedated myself. I have orgy scheduling questions. Got yelled at for doing a favor for an angry person with a pink V-neck sweater.
Oh, wow. We didn't get into that detail the first time around.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
yeah, he was a dick. I have half of mine who just drive by his house and be like, fuck you! Okay. So
brought you some eggs for your wallet. Bang, 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 bang.
Do you remember a couple of years ago when I got the trespass warning?
Yes.
Okay.
That you laminated and put on the fridge? Is that the one?
Yeah, it's gone now, but it's fine. I needed to let it go.
Well, you got to move.
I do.
I know.
I can't have this hold me back. So every once in a while, I will go out of my way because he lives 1 block over, 2 blocks over, whatever. I will drive by his house and do I'm giving you the finger, but I just happen to be leaning my hand up against the window of my car.
The accidental on purpose finger?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Popular move at orgies.
It makes...
Sorry.
Okay, so wait. So how does that happen? And another question that I have... my mind is filled with orgy questions. Do you just have like the orgy with like the one group of friends and then you move on to like another group?
Do you have a regular orgy crew or is it like a rotation situation?
Yeah. Oh, how did you two meet? Oh no, he comes to all my orgies.
All my orgies. Love that sitcom from the late 80s.
I was going to say the Beatles song.
All my orgies, I will give to you. All my orgies, darling, won't you?
I don't like. I wish I knew a person who hosted orgies. I mean, I probably do, and I
bet you do.
It.
I bet we all do. We just don't know it.
Yeah.
Or if we do know it, good for you. I want to make it clear we're not judging. We just have questions.
Like I'm genuinely curious.
Interested.
Like, what is the orgy protocol?
Yeah.
Is there one?
Right. Oh, I damn well hope so.
Is there like a code? You know what I mean? Remember back in the 80s and 90s? Well, maybe
Probably not.
No. So back in the 80s and 90s, and it was mentioned briefly on the U.S. version of Queer as Folk.
Okay.
If a gentleman, a gay gentleman,
Yep.
wore a shell bracelet,
Okay.
it meant that he would bareback.
I see. Interesting. Kelly, the look that Kelly's face
I was trying
got to when she got to the end of that point and realized what she was going to have to get across.
Yep.
The face she made, I wish we did video, because she was like, oh, fuck.
Here we go.
Bareback.
Do you remember when you were a little kid and you had your helium balloon and that half a second right before you knew that you were about to lose your balloon? Uh-huh. The same feeling. Oh, this is happening.
Oh no, it's happening.
Yeah.
Or the ice cream like falling on the ground. Like it's there's nothing you can do about it.
You can't
but
catch
you're
it.
Here. Yeah.
You cannot catch ice cream. If people walk away with anything
from this episode,
know
from
that
this
you cannot,
incredibly educational episode, there's
catch
no catching ice cream.
I feel like we had other things to talk about. Oh, here's a funny thing. When I rattle my
listen, okay, orgies are the truffles of all topics, meaning that once you cover an orgy, it blasts everything else out of the way.
Yeah.
You can't eat anything with truffles without tasting just truffle. You can't have a conversation about anything if orgies come up.
You're
it's
right.
just orgies. But go ahead, you seem very excited. We'll try
it's fine.
We'll try and transition.
I'm gonna try and shift.
Okay.
So, among the many things that I really can't stand, and the list grows hourly.
I would love to challenge someone who listens regularly to the show. Jot down all the things Kelly can't stand that have come up over the course of...
Can you imagine?
How long has it been? 15, 25 years that we've been doing this show?
Yeah.
I'd love to know how many of these. Okay.
Our silver anniversary. Bitter coffee.
Which thing in this instance are you referring to?
I don't like when people wave to one another that drive Jeeps. It annoys me. Or like the motorcycle riders when they do like
the downhand?
The downhand piece. What is that?
It's...
The fuck
I
is
don't
that?
know.
Okay.
Listen, that's a Jeep and a motorcycle thing, Kelly. You wouldn't understand.
Well, I do know a motorcycle thing now because when I'm in New Hampshire with Michelle, you know, we say every time we see somebody on a motorcycle,
what?
He's not wearing a helmet. Every single time. Cannot believe he's not wearing a helmet.
Really sticks out. Really sticks out.
It really does.
Come from a helmet state, go to a non-helmet
me
state.
out.
Yeah,
I
live
mean,
free or fucking die, Kelly.
Always lived in a helmet state.
Yep.
And now I don't.
They choose die a lot of the
It's
a lot
really
of the time.
Weird.
Yeah.
And free.
Yeah, I guess.
So it's a little bit odd. So what I've started doing to kind of counter my annoyance.
Sure.
And I think by trying to counter my own annoyance, I'm increasing the annoying feelings in other people.
Well, that's the goal, right?
And I invite everybody to do this.
Can't wait.
Whatever kind of car you drive, when you see somebody driving that car, wave at them. I wave. I can't tell you how many RAV4s
Every
I wave at.
RAV4 you see?
And it's not like a simple little... I'm like this.
You're enthusiastically
my
waving.
arms out the window. It looks like I'm like flagging them down for something. Yeah. I don't know. I have shoulder strain.
I don't know if everyone listening is familiar with just how many RAV4s there are, but there's a lot.
You cannot swing a drunk Australian without hitting a RAV4 in this state. And New Hampshire as well.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. It's not like you drive a Subaru, but like still like an Impreza. But because that would be really the only thing that would be worse. But
yeah.
I got the CX-5 and I'm tempted often when I see, especially when I see ones that are the same color, that like blue gray CX-5. I'm very tempted to be like, what's up? Like
lean in.
You and me both. Yeah.
Lean in.
Okay. Maybe I'll take that with me. Or you
do the eye thing.
Yeah.
Like I see
Follow them as they go by.
Yep.
Hey, yeah.
It's a cool car.
Cool car, right? Mm-hmm. Right? You get it because you have one, right?
Yep. Yeah. Got my hair caught in a chandelier recently. Forgot to.
Boy, we didn't think we had a whole lot to talk about, but we were wrong.
Yeah.
How in the world? So Kelly's not a super tall person.
No.
That feels like something that more likely happened to me. So interesting. Where were you when you were accosted?
I was in the new house.
Oh, I see. Not everything's been adjusted.
And it's low. I don't know why a chandelier would be this low.
Well, it's probably because they used to have a table there.
Yeah, I think it was their dining room.
I have hit my head on many dining room table chandeliers in my life because people just don't understand that there are other people of different heights.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that was
it's just like hanging in the middle of the room, basically.
Yeah.
And so not only did you hit your head, but your hair.
Got my hair caught in it.
You're dragging a chandelier out of the room with you.
She was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, I'm helpless right now.
Walking is all I was doing.
I stood up from a chair in a room that has new furniture.
Don't you love it when people blame you for stuff that happened to you? It's like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
I didn't I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stick my hair all up in this chandelier. That's what I'm gonna do. That'll show it. Like, what are you doing? Trying to live.
Yeah.
You know?
Just trying to stand.
I'm trying to take my melatonin and I'm trying to stand up in a room. That's all I'm trying to do.
I'm right in the middle of scheduling an orgy. And this happened.
Do you need your fucking wallet back? Or not? Stop with the judgment.
Hit your mailbox. So that happened. But I have to give Michelle a lot of credit. Yeah. Because if there are, among the many things that I'm not really that good at.
Another list for everybody to create.
It's just dealing with, like, I don't know, people.
People, sure. Interacting with humans.
Specifically... people that are putting in tile.
Oh, boy.
People that are doing flooring.
Yeah. Contractors.
The appliance people. Yeah. Any kind of contractor.
Yep.
I just kind of I just glaze over. I don't know what the hell's going on. I think everything's great. And Michelle comes home. She's like, what the fuck happened here?
Why did you allow this to happen?
I don't know. Steve said it was great.
I didn't have to do it, so it seemed great to me.
Like, who's Steve? I'm like, I don't know.
I hired a John. Right? Who is this person that you're talking about?
Well, he's filling in for Steve because John's at the orgy. So anyway, she has dealt with new flooring and having tile installed.
Yeah.
The electricians are there. Like, she's doing it all.
Wow. Good. Thank you, Michelle. On behalf of all of us, and, probably particularly Kelly, thank you for all of the hard work to get that place up to snuff.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah. No, thank you.
I can't. So then she says to me a couple of days ago, hey, your new vanity for your upstairs bathroom arrived.
Nice.
The contractors will be here on Thursday, so I think it's just going to have to, be, kind of in the box, but on the side of the garage for a day or two. Yeah. Me? No, we can't have that. I go to what are the neighbors gonna think?
You get them down here.
Yep.
There. I mean there, because I'm here.
Yeah,
but you get them down there.
Yeah.
And you get that vanity installed.
Because I don't want to be that neighbor.
That is making a mess
with
in the
bathtub
yard.
In the driveway.
Yeah. No,
because I don't know if you know this, and I'm sure people that I know that know these people are going to listen to this, but you know what? I have to let my caring go.
And you're leaving the state.
Some point.
You're leaving the state.
If you look out the window, do you see what is leaning up against a pole or a gate and has a free sign on it?
Is it like a
It's a rusty roof rack.
Oh, it's a roof rack.
It's a rusty roof rack that has been there since, I'm going to say 6 months.
Roof rack! Rusted. You haven't said that once? Not one time? Jeez, Kelly. It's like I barely know you.
My life is devoid of meaning. God, Coffee, you missed that one. Yeah, wow. It's just
hanging out there.
So what they do
is free, Kelly.
They will change the sign and the angle.
Sure, merchandising
every 6 to 8 weeks.
Merchandising. You gotta face the product.
And it's next to the politician sign that's just laying in the lawn, not in the stand anymore.
Right. It's just there. It's not advertising anything. It just
no
hasn't
idea how much
been
this
picked
annoys
up.
Me. And I have friends
who
have a similar view.
Yeah.
And you're the only person I could talk about this besides Michelle.
It's no cat tree, that's for damn sure, and it's no curb couch whatsoever.
No, it's not.
It's a fucking roosty rough rack, as I believe it's pronounced amongst professionals. Someone from Thule, let me know. Is it pronounced Roofy Rustrack?
Roosty.
Roosty Ruffrack.
Hang on.
Maybe that's the show title.
Roosty.
No, it's not better than so many orgies, so little time.
Ruffrack. I gotta write that down
Roosty Ruffrack. Hey, Kelly, we gotta wrap this shit up.
Oh, shit.
Or I'm gonna pass out.
Sorry for the rabbit hole.
Jeez.
We pulled everybody down with us. But I enjoyed it.
I think we all had a good time. It's all you're looking for out of an orgy. Just everybody to have a good time.
Ooh,
you know?
Scheduled or just
as many reviews have said, bitter coffee, a lot like an orgy. Everybody has a good time. Put it on a t-shirt.
So let's thank the Polarity Foundation.
Thanks, Michelle, for putting up with us.
Yeah, both in Vermont and New Hampshire.
Yeah. Multi-state operation, the Polarity Foundation these days. International.
She is. Ooh.
God. Jeez. The notebook down.
I gotta get the hell out of here. It's the bum hand.
It's the bum hand.
Right? Look at me flying close to the sun.
You can barely hold a notepad.
I can barely speak. I can barely schedule an orgy with this hand.
Two-handed affair.
Right.
Scheduling and partaking in.
Let's thank Augustine's Pet Grooming, located at 925 Roosevelt Highway.
The name of the company hit you a little bit different in this particular episode, Kelly?
It's different now.
It's different, don't it?
Call, text, or sext them. Now, do me a favor, don't sext them. At 802-654-7387. Big news.
Yeah.
Little City Cycles.
Oh.
And Green Mountain Foster Bikes.
Yep.
New location.
Ooh, a new locale. Mm-hmm. Outstanding. Are these sponsors going to want to be associated with this episode?
You know what? I don't know.
You take the good with the bad when you sponsor for free bitter coffee. That's for sure.
Really? I mean, there's only so many things that I can control. Let's thank Green Mountain Foster Bikes, giving rebuilt and donated bikes to foster kids in Vermont. Located at, hang on a second, 62. Now, I said this to you about 9 times.
Yeah, earlier.
Meigs? Is it Meigs?
Let's go Meigs.
62 Meigs Road in what town?
I don't know. Is it still Virgini's?
Sure as heck is.
Fantastic. I don't know I don't know how I'd feel if they moved out of Virgini's.
Yeah, well, we'd have to move them back.
That's true.
Also, the home of Little City Cycles, a place to find your new friend in a magic bike. Oh my God! Give them a call at 802-877-3000. And thank you.
Thank you,
this has
Kelly.
Been, I would say, unexpected.
Really snuck up on us this episode.
It feels like a Wednesday morning when I've taken melatonin accidentally. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. Please pay close attention to your medications and don't miss your next orgy.
I'd say label them.
Maybe. Just
both.
A thought.
Your vitamins and your orgies. Label them. And we will do our best to see you in 2 weeks.
Stay fresh, cheese bags.